Shalom. Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rahahakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. My name is Barad Debar, coming to you from the GMS camp of Indianapolis. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. Especially to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Today I'm just going to go over some thoughts as far as Micah chapter 2, verse 10, and bring out a few other scriptures, Lord willing. Hopefully it is edifying. Micah chapter 2, verse 10, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction." So Micah is talking, of course, to the children of Israel. He's a prophet of the Israelites. And, of course, he was given knowledge and understanding that we must depart from the ways of this current modern day. We're departing from the ways of Esau, Edom, the other heathens, especially not taking any influences or counsel from 2/3 of our people, because their ways are a pollution to, and the philosophies is a pollution, and it actually will lead to death. Not only that, what also is polluted, the food in which we eat. I was watching a video and it was showing how, they were using tilapia to go into the sewers, to clean out the sewers, eating feces and all manner of a defilement, and then in turn, when they got of age, sell them on the market. And so, that is a defilement, where the scriptures talk about that we would eat our defiled bread amongst the Gentiles. So what we eat, is polluted. The doctrines and the philosophies that is pushed is a deterrent from the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. Actually, the ways of Esau Edom brings forth judgment, and it's going to be a sore destruction. That, as Micah was talking about, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31 and 32. It says, "Envy not thou the oppressor, and choose none of his ways, for the forward is an abomination unto the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous." So again, the ways of Esau Edom, this current kingdom and rulership that we're under, his ways are an abomination. They're forward, meaning they're habitually disobedient. And so our people, 2/3 of our people, will tie to disobedience. They like to be disobedient because, again, they love darkness rather than light. But the light is what's going to bring us, which is the laws, the commandments, and the faith in Yahawashi. That is what's going to bring us into a kingdom. So going back in Micah chapter 2, verse 10, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." Think about it. When from the time we were born into this earth, we have sorrow and grief. Okay, we think about, until we get the understanding of this knowledge of who is the true power. You think about death. Death is always over your shoulder. You have, then you bring, you go out into the world and you're trying to gain wealth and riches in this world, only to continuously work hard for something that another man could take from you, steal from you, that you could even lose just by one major accident. You gain all these riches and you lose them. The women, or men, they're transforming, they shape shifting the way that they look. And let's say that you do gain riches, then you're sick. We're dealing with all manner of diseases that come from, again, the defiled foods. We have to worry about our kids when they come into this world. So there's so many more worries in this life to keep us from resting. You have to look over, always looking over your shoulder. He says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This is not our rest. This is a cycle of continuum. If you were to continue the way Esau, Edom, his way, YAHAWASHI said that there would be no flesh saved if he continued and remained. So this is to say we are to depart from the ways of this world and to cleave on to the ways of Yahweh, Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, because that's where we will find rest. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 16. Verse 16, it says, thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. The old paths are the ways of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI. Okay, and it says, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. So you have 2/3 of our people that will not walk in the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI. You have 2/3 that will not, of our people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that will not take heed to the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, but you would side with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which is also the wicked, and who is also put up by Yahweh Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI to deceive the whole entire earth. But then he says there will be some, the elect, 1/3 of Israel, he says, that would be seeking the old paths, okay, and walking therein, okay. So this is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. He says, wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separated, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. So the only way for us to be received by Yahweh Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI is coming out of the ways and the philosophies and the doctrines of Esau, Edom, and all the other nations, the heathens, and the 2/3 of our people. When I say that, we're looking at how in the world they push, get the bag. You know, we're talking about how women are being put up above the man. You know, you have this feminism, which you have people pushing, especially within the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, talking about, especially among the Jake women that say that they don't need a man. And we know that in the last days that there are going to be some perilous times, and women will be seeking a man, you know, a true man of the Lord in those days. But again, we are to touch not the unclean thing, and those, even the idols, worshiping other gods, taking on the holidays and philosophies, or the holidays of Esau, Edom, which, you know, the most recent ones that's passed from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and then what the New Year's, which is not really the New Year. You know, our New Year's around the Passover. But these things, again, the other 2/3 of our nation, 2/3 of Israel, will continue on, and in the manner of folly. Okay, this is the book of Proverbs, I believe it's chapter 8. Proverbs chapter 8, verses 13. It says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. And again, Esau, Edom, you know, so-called white man, his ways, as we read before in the Proverbs 3, you know, his ways are an abomination. He's also considered the most pride and arrogant. And the evil way, those that are doing the evil way are going to be destroyed. Okay? And the forward mouth just continuously speaking and setting up policies and laws that are completely disobedient to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. So this is the last one. We'll go to Proverbs chapter 8. Verse 34, it says, "Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors." Okay, so those that are of 2/3 will be looking and waiting on YAHAWASHI. They will be in the scriptures, and they will be lining up the things that are going in the world with the Bible, and looking for those prophecies, the final prophecies to come to pass. Okay, like one would be the Karagma, the stick and prick, the MOTB. That's a major prophecy. We also knowing of the time of Jacob's trouble increasing, and how they're going to have martial law and famines increasing, and times are getting bad again. Perilous times are to come, and so it's going to be a blessing for those who are watching and waiting on YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And how will we do that? By taking heed into His word, and looking out and being circumspect in this world. It says, verse 35, it says, "For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord." So we want to be looked at with a good report in the eyes of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, because again, the angels are reporting everything that we do. And then He will show favor unto us and also unto man. Okay, because it tells us that He would even make our enemies to be at peace with us if we are doing His will. Okay, which is keeping the laws and commandments to the best of our ability, and with the faith of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. This is verse 36. "But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul." So for those of the 2/3 of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, if you side with Esau, Edom in those days, or you come against the prophets, okay, you teach false doctrine for those who know the true name of the Heavenly Father, but decide to still teach false doctrine, who are not fully sincere in His word. He says, "You wrongeth your own soul." He says, "All they that hate me love death." Because as we read in Micah, he said it's going to be even with the sword destruction. And that sword destruction, you're looking at the thermonuclear missiles, the concentrated laser beams that's coming from the chariots. You got the sword and famine. All the perilous times will be coming upon the wicked and those who are in like manner. Again, that's Esau, Edom, the other nations, and 2/3 of our people. So those, again, who are keeping the will of the Heavenly Father, will stay in His word and continue to do His will to the best of our ability. So with that, I hope that was edifying to the body. Before I end, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rahahakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say, Shalom.